Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our channel. We're happy to have you here. This morning we're headed off to our grocery shopping, and it's kind of a fun experience for us because we want to highlight some of our first reactions. Although we have been to the store before, this is where we really want to highlight kind of our first reactions and our impressions of the grocery stores.
So we're going to a store called Knockoff. It's the closest one to us. It's just a couple blocks away, actually, and it's actually the smallest one in Graf. We haven't made it to all of the supermarkets here in Grafenwehr yet, but we do know that it's the smallest one. But there's a lot of others in Germany, so it's still a chain, but I think it's a smaller chain than a lot of the other stores here. As some of you guys mentioned in the comments, the local grocery stores are not opened like they are in America. Not for as long during the day, and then they also close for holidays and other special events. So it's Easter weekend coming up. It's Thursday, so tomorrow it's going to be closed, and then we've also heard on Monday it will be closed. So it's going to be a 4-day weekend. We need to get our groceries to prepare for that. So this Knockoff is open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. from Monday to Friday, and then on Saturdays it's open from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. So that alone is much different than the grocery stores in the States. Yeah, we're just excited to go and explore and hopefully find some German goodies to take home to try for the first time.
Ready to go shopping?
One thing we can notice that's very clear is that this fresh produce section is much smaller than what we're used to. Still a great selection here, but it's just a lot smaller space. Things are much closer together. So one big thing is that eggs are not refrigerated. Here, they're in the produce section. What is this, you guys? It looks like the name here. We've never heard of this. What do you do with them? How do you prepare them? Give us your ideas, your suggestions, because this is cool.
Alright, so one thing that we've noticed is that cilantro is nowhere to be found. Literally, nowhere in this store. We've also had a hard time with finding good chilies. We like making Thai chili dishes. This is the only really thing that we found that's similar to it. What we've noticed is that the onions and other produce, they all come in bulk. You don't have the option to just pick out 1 or 2 onions, with the exception of these guys. But like the purples and white onions that we like to use, you have to buy the whole bag. Also, what are these? What are they? Pickles, huh? We've noticed in this small store is that the peanut butter section, only 3 choices. We love peanut butter, so naturally we are used to having like 8 different brands to choose from, and so it's kind of disappointing. But at least you guys have a plethora of jams, jellies, and honeys, of course. So way to go there.
So we're gonna grab this to try. We don't know what it is. It says it's like a cream, we're assuming, but we've never seen this. Obviously it says it's from Switzerland, but we don't know which other ones are German made here. So we're gonna go with this one and try it out when we get home. Also, one thing to note with the honeys is that in the States, honey is so expensive. You never get the actual authentic thing for less than like, I don't know, $8 to $10. So to see your guys' honeys coming in even at like $2 for this is so surprising, because this would be $10 or so in the States. Okay, this cream thing is just so interesting to us. We've never seen this. We don't really even know what it is. This one's a pistachio cream, as you can see, but so obviously there's pistachios in there, but what is making it thicken up? Is this honey pistachio stuff? Is it mixed with like some sort of fat? We're gonna try the pistachio one, and then the coconut one looks good too, but I think we're gonna go with the honey, which we're thinking it's honey right there. So we're gonna go with this one and also try it out.
So we're in the baking aisle and we've had the hardest time finding baking powder. I think it's Backpulver. We can't find it. Is that common? Does it come in a box, in a can? Help us out, guys.
Woohoo! So it looks like we've made it to the seasoning section. These are all just powders, so I'm sure that they, provide you with gyro powder or currywurst sauce. So interesting and so different than what we're used to in the States. Typically you have like sometimes half of a whole long aisle of just spices and seasonings that you can choose between to cook with. So this is really interesting. Tell us, is that normal in Germany to just kind of have sections like this? Where can we find cumin, oregano, all of these other spices? We don't know. Even though it's still really cool though that you can just get one packet, mix it with some stuff and have a sauce. And there's so many different options here, so that's pretty cool.
So we know the store is small, but this is a very limited Asian section and Mexican section that they have here. We're used to like whole aisles having ethnic foods. Probably will happen in the bigger stores, but it's kind of interesting to see.
This is so interesting. I've never seen asparagus in a can before. We found the spice section, you guys. It's here, we just had to look harder.
Alright, so we're in the condiment section and it looks like we found the mayo right here. This is so weird. Not used to this. This is mayonnaise, right? I assume, since it basically says mayonnaise. We're totally used to just having them in bottles like this one. And then once you open it, you refrigerate it. I think the same thing happened here. Kind of fun. Curry ketchup, you guys? Yay? Nay? We've never tried it. We assumed that you would put it on like schnitzel or something or any other bratwurst, right?
Let's get it.
Alright.
So I'm a big ranch person, but I can't find any here in Germany. These look like kind of the closest white-based dressings that I can find. This one looks like its base is garlic, which there's definitely garlic and ranch. But you guys help me out and tell me which dressing should I try. These are just some here that are white-based. I'm okay to let ranch go if I need to. I just want to jump into what's common here. What are some really popular common German condiments, dressings? Tanner, when he went to the butcher shop, he had a really yummy mustard dressing on his sandwich, and we're also curious to know which mustard should we buy, what are good mustard toppings for sandwiches.
Wir brauchen Schweinfleisch.
Was?
Ja.
Knochen ohne Knochen?
Allein. Ja.
Wie viel?
300 Gramm.
300 Gramm? Okay, this is with pepper, with cheese. This is turkey.
Okay, let's try the pepper and then the that
Right?
one. Yes.
Okay, how much?
One thing we've noticed is that the milk, at least the box milk, comes outside of the fridge, and that's not atypical. There are places that sell that, but it's not as typical as this. And most of the times people buy them in gallon containers, plastic ones in the States, which we're totally used to, but here we really appreciate that glass is used.
You guys told us Ritter Sport's made in Germany, and so you know that we're gonna try some. I'm gonna get a few. Can't wait to test those ones out.
And probably my favorite part, I'm not much of a chocolate person, but man, the gummies, you guys got it done right.
Well, that's a wrap. We loved going to the German supermarket and exploring the aisles. There's so much that we don't know what is, but we're really looking forward to learning more about it and hopefully tasting as much as we can.
One thing we noticed is that there are no baggers, so most supermarkets that we've been around to in the States, you always have someone there to bag you, and it's a lot of plastic. We really enjoy the fact that everyone carries a bag around here, and you get charged extra if you don't have them and you need to use plastic bags. So one thing that we've noticed is just be prepared. When Marissa goes alone and I'm not there, it's going to be a little bit different for her, but it's been nice since the two of us come and going.
Seriously, efficiency is key there. Like, they don't have much time. Since you're doing your own bagging, you have to put things on there. Basically, run over to the bagging section, put it in, efficiency, like I said, efficiency is key. Thanks again for being here. It means a lot to us. Be sure to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and comment. We asked some questions in this video, so we'd love if we could hear back from you guys. We're curious for sure. But yeah, we will see you at the next video, so stay tuned.
See ya.